the 4 combo. Is that the 1 fish, 1 chicken, 2 shrimp?
Yes.
Okay.
What side you drink?
For the side, what's the healthiest side? The green beans probably, or?
Yes.
Okay. Let me do the mac and cheese. And could I add a piece of chicken to this order too?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you drink?
Do you have like let me do the do you have unsweetened iced tea?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do the unsweetened iced tea, please.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
It's gonna be 11:05.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, folks, this is very special. I wanted to show you all the excitement. Long John Silver's apparently is still in business. I recently watched a video on, there's this YouTube channel I subscribe to where the guy talks about businesses that are out of business, so former companies, parts of the Americana landscape. I'm very hungry right now. And he did a whole video, Long John Silver's The Rise and Fall, and now I discovered that there was this Long John Silver's here in this neighborhood that I'm currently in, Orlando, Florida, but the Long John Silver's is reduced to a buddy restaurant of KFC, like one of those 2-for-1s. So I've just ordered the Long John Silver's. It used to be something I would go to when I was 15 years old. There was a Long John Silver's in the Fair Oaks Mall where I grew up, and it's very exciting because I always thought that, like, Long John Silver's, it was fucking seafood in a fast food restaurant. It always intrigued me. Like, I was intrigued by Long John Silver's. And apparently, according to this video, I think it's called The Yesteryear or Defunct Land or something. One of these YouTube channels, the guy does pretty good videos about these dead restaurants and dead businesses. But he said that there are still Long John Silver's out in the world. And so for this place that used to be kind of this obscure part of my teens and life, I've discovered a Long John Silver's. So I thought some people might care, and here we are. I've just ordered. I'm very hungry. It's 4:17. I have not eaten today. I had a protein shake with some other stuff like a powdered drink, but I need a good hot meal to make myself come alive, and then I have things to accomplish today. But I thought I'd share this situation for those of you that are new. Mike's Meals is where I pretty much just sit here and eat something and yap about things. Now, currently, as I said, I'm in Orlando, Florida. I am going to the Disney parks. I'm not going to get much time in today, but I'll have some commentary. This is the exciting part. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thanks. It's very exciting. This is all coming together. I'm trying to get this virtual meeting. If I have like a tartar sauce and a couple of ketchups, that'd be great. Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay, folks. One thing that is also upsetting was the establishment was not allowing for indoor eating, which I think is it really works well for them that they don't have to maintain the restaurant and just make people eat in their cars like animals or go somewhere. But I really I would say that kind of bothers me because I like going into the establishment and looking at everything and feeling a part of the community that is Long John Silver's. Another thing that's kind of upsetting me is I have this bag of garbage in my back seat that I'm looking to throw out somewhere, and of course, the minute that you're looking for a trash can, you can't find one. God. I'm just looking for a place to settle in and enjoy this Mike's Meals, share what's going on in my life and some philosophies and some thinking. I see a trash can. I'm going to do a little. Of course, there has to be a car coming in my path as I'm trying to do my thing. They're trying to do their thing. It's another thing that pisses me off. I'm going to make a break for it. You guard the fort. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, we're back in action now. I see a spot that I'm going to park in. It's under a couple of trees. I like finding these corner spots. It's my little advice. If you're ever just kind of stuck to going to a parking lot, I guess I'm going the wrong way now, but always try to find like a corner niche, like where there's a tree. Oh my God, the shade is just so nice. And now I'm trying to find my hand fucking sanitizer. It's just one thing after another. It's hard for me to accomplish all these things. Oh my God. So I was talking to my buddy. I really don't want to give his name due to, the things that he was discussing with me. His family may not appreciate, but just one of those conversations you have. I said to this pal, yeah, we were doing a podcast, of course. I said, I'm going to Disney World this week. And his retort was, by yourself? And I said, yeah. And he said, oh, my. And he was just kind of stunned. Oh, my goodness, very hot. Look, the old Long John Silver's. Did they give me the side of macaroni? Yeah, it's in there. So here you go, folks. God damn it. Fried food at its finest, right? So here's the shrimp. This might benefit from some tartar sauce. Cocktail sauce. I should have fucking asked for cocktail sauce for the shrimp. It tastes more battery than I remembered. Like batter based. I'm not sure what I expected, but that's very battery. I feel like the batter on this stuff is very thick. No, I think this is the chicken. I think I should have asked for more sausage. She did ask me. I kind of froze up. I didn't know what to say. Chicken's good. This is better than the seafood I got in Disney 2 days ago. This is pretty damn good. Now, what I find interesting is that this Long John Silver's is co-opting with KFC. Is the KFC influence coming through on the chicken? I don't know. The unsweetened iced tea is good. My buddy Jamie checking in. It's good, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I hear you, buddy. Well, I think our next part of this is the fish. Let's see how this goes. This is the fish. It's pretty damn good. It's all very battery, which is probably why I liked it so much. When I was 15, I remember, like, I don't know. I think fucking Long John Silver's needs a comeback. This is pretty damn good. My buddy Jamie Reborn feverishly editing 2 films in Texas. Right at Black and There Is No Sanctuary, of which I was in one of them, Right at Black. So I was saying, I was talking to my buddy who was just so shocked and amazed that I was going to Disney World by myself. And I said, buddy, I saw the same place where I got the seafood 2 days ago at Disney World. Really not a good experience, but I found first of all, I come in and they're wearing like medieval outfits or Renaissance fair outfits. And this lady's like, sir, do you have a mobile app? Do you have a mobile order? I said, no. And then she's like, well, we how'd you say it? We prefer if you order through the mobile app. Well, fuck. Do you demand it or do you prefer it? Well, they're merged right here. These two. Jamie was saying that KFC and Long John's were owned by the same company, but this one's a merger. So the lady at this Disney place is like, so I got by her. I'm like, I just want to go and order some food. You know what I mean? I'm here in fucking Disney World. I know I'm going to get hosed by this overpriced food, but can I just order it? Is that a problem? Sorry, I didn't download the fucking mobile app for your goddamn Disney restaurant. So I pass her. I just had this altercation with her. And about 4 feet later, another kid starts talking to me. Now, she was like an older lady. This kid's like 17. Sir, do you need some help? I don't need any goddamn help. I'm like, I just want to order some food. So I finally get up to the woman, cash register lady, nice enough, but everybody's just wearing on me. Because then she's asking me, third person, sir, did you order in advance with a mobile app? I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't think about all the meals I wanted to have 3 days in advance. I'm here now. I want to order food. Fuck off. So basically, then it's a whole big deal of I say, well, I'm a season pass member. She goes, oh, sir, we don't offer any discounts here. Okay, go fuck yourself. But I'll still order because I'm a nice guy. You know what I mean? At that point, I'm too invested. So I ordered some goddamn combo, and the food was about a third as good as this at Disney. Now, you know you're going to get hosed. When you go to Disney, you know you're going to get fucked on everything. But then I'm thinking, okay, if I can't have a good meal, I'm just hungry, I'm tired, I'm sweaty, let me sit in a corner where there's no children, because every goddamn spot in the restaurant is somebody in a high chair crying, which annoys me. So my solution is, let me dig around this restaurant until I find a nook and or a cranny to hide from these families. And I get it, it's Disney World, it's supposed to be families. I understand. I'm the outsider, not them. So I find a fucking table, and I sit there by my lonesome, and I'm just having a nice, pleasurable time, regrouping, refreshing, getting some air conditioning into my system. I ordered a fucking lemonade for like $3. Everything's a ripoff. I saw that they had this whole platter of complimentary waters, so I took 2 of them. And I'm just sitting there regrouping, and I was there for quite some time. I'd say 25 minutes of just regrouping and eating the bad food. And then, of course, the family, Swiss Family Robinson, comes and sits in the same room because they were digging around for some hideaway. And this is where I empathize with my friends that have children. I don't know if it's empathize or sympathize. The one that you're not like them, but you feel bad. Now, this family wasn't even the worst of families. I mean, we've all seen the crying kids, the angry parents. We've all seen that. This family was actually okay. But even still, I mean, the guy, they had like 3 kids, I'd say under the age of 4, easily. And just the, Daddy, I want ketchup, and just shit like that. And it's like, if I'm ever at a point in life where I'm catering to some child for ketchup, I don't know if I'd want to live, to be honest, because I think that people have children as a way of saying that they did. Like they feel that that's something they have to check off the bucket list. Societal pressure. More so on women than men. Nobody cares that I don't have any fucking kids. But the point is, maybe people should just stop. We have enough people right now. We don't need more people. And if you are going to have kids, have 1, maybe 2. Stop then. I just don't get it. Because then the father, is talking to his children like, well, mommy is going to get the ketchup. If that's your sentence that you're speaking, well, mommy's going to get the ketchup. It's not a very intellectual conversation. Your day has been reduced to catering to infants over ketchup. I was talking to my buddy earlier about this Disney thing. And I said, man, I told him about this situation. The family, the kids wanting ketchup. They, the guy's like, well, mommy, mom, and it's like, holy fuck. And I'm just trying to tune it out because it's just such an annoying goddamn conversation. And then finally, the guy's just dealing with it. But going back to my pal today, I'm telling him this anecdote, and he chimes in, well, yeah, we went to Disney. It cost us $3,000. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, most of that money is probably on incidentals. Like, well, the tickets, if you're out of state, they're going to fuck you. And, just the incident, the food and the fucking, and the kids want T-shirts and they want hats and everything's got to be official. You can't, like, have a joke with a kid and say, hey, I'm going to buy you the bootleg fucking Mickey Mouse shirt.
like Sammy Mouse from the fucking dollar store or something. You got to buy them the real $30 T-shirt, and then the kids get bigger every year. So you end up giving this goddamn T-shirt to like your wife's fucking nephew or whatever the fuck, and you're like, hey, can I get a $15 for that shirt? But you can't. You just have to give it away. So I feel bad for parents who have to cater to children. And I guess we've all, whatever. If you were a kid, somebody catered to you to an extent, or maybe you were abused and whatever the fuck. I don't know. For me, I can't control people's situations, but I see so many people that feel the pressure to do things that they don't want to do, and they do them. It's like, stop a minute. Do you really want to have these kids? Do you really want to be responsible for a crying monster for 18 years at least? Or do you want to do your own goddamn thing in the world? A big part of me believes that people have kids because they don't want to die. They don't want to face death. So if they have a child, they feel two things. A, they have someone to take care of them when they get older, which that's probably the most logical reason to have a kid. But B, I think a more subconscious thing, if I don't accomplish in life what I want to accomplish, this child is my second chance. Well, what if your child is a fuck? What if your child doesn't have the same interests that you do? They throw these fucking hush puppies in there. What if the child has not the same interests that you have? What if you're a staunch Democrat and your child is a staunch Republican? You've just canceled out your own fucking vote. Can you imagine? You know what I mean? Or vice versa. Maybe there should be a system where we have people that are breeders breed new children, new people, and we reward them with money and stuff. And then other people kind of get matched up with the child that fits their needs. They're like, oh, you'd be a good match for this kid. This is an outdoorsy kid. This is an indoorsy kid. And you just match parental units with the children instead of it being so biological. Isn't that a good idea? For some type of other society. I know it's not going to happen with our society. I'm just thinking it might be fun for a different society. That's all. Like, hey, match up the kid with this parental team or whatever the fuck. Then you've got all the step parents, more chicken and macaroni. You've got that whole routine where it's like the step parent and then the fucking divorces and all this shit. It's enough to drive you fucking nuts. The default of remaining single is not so bad by comparison. Because when you think about all the people that you deal with that drive you fucking nuts in the course of the day, the guy at the gas station, the person in the drugstore, ordering your fast food, the window cleaner, the fucking pesticide guy. A friend of mine told me her sob story the other day, trying to get professional acting headshots, and had a big sob story that I had to listen to for an hour. All these situations, if you brought children, like people that you were actually responsible for, you're just bringing on like all the headaches of dealing with other people in the world. You're bringing that on to yourself. Because then the child has teachers and fucking coaches and all this shit. And that's the other work, is parents like to just, well, I had a parent teacher fucking counseling session, whatever. That must have been fun. These poor teachers have to deal with 30 crying brats all day, Then they've got 60 asshole parents all night. They should give the goddamn teachers the summer off. Who wants to deal with your fucking kid all day? Your kid is annoying me. Now I have to deal with you to annoy me further. Unbelievable. Can you imagine being a fucking teacher in the public school system and fucking parent teachers night or whatever the fuck it is comes up and you're like, God, I hope these assholes don't show up. You have to deal with these brats in your classroom on their cell phones because they're 3 and they need a cell phone. You have to deal with these little bastards, and then their fucking asshole parents come in. And they want you to fix their fucked up kid, but they fucked up themselves. Leave me out of it, folks. So, 2 or 3 days ago, whatever the fuck it was, I arrived here in beautiful Orlando. It's hot. Fucked on me. I mean, it's August Orlando. It should be hot. And I'm just trying to plan my strategy. And I'm excited. I'm going to see the goddamn mouse that runs the house. I'm going to have all my fucking Disney fucking fun. And a buddy of mine chimes in on the phone, a pal, but he's like, hey, did you see the news about Afghanistan? No, I didn't. Are you going to tell me about it? I'm sure you will. Oh, it's horrible. They're fucking jumping off airplanes, blah, blah, blah. You should put it on. Why? And I asked him, before I knew what the fuck was going on, I said, in a philosophical question, what good is it going to be? What good's going to happen for either me or the people in this horrible situation for me to tune in on the goddamn news? I'm not going to be able to fucking help. They're not being helped by me watching them. It's just misery. They're going through some shit. They might all get fucking killed. Not a goddamn thing I can do about it. Just a philosophical question. I mean, if I could snap my fingers and, oh yeah, peace in Middle East, and here's my PayPal account, here's $5, fix it all up. Sure, I'd do that. My $5 isn't going to help. Me watching is not going to help. Everyone's fucked. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I can't fix the goddamned world. The world was broken when I arrived. You know what I mean? The whole ship was sinking, and I'm just another passenger who came on late. What the fuck am I going to do about it? Nothing. My fucking God. So sure, I can sit there and I can watch, but at some point, is that just voyeurism? Oh, here's people dying and people suffering. Oh my God, I'll tweet about it. What the fuck's my tweet going to do to save somebody's life? Nothing. So I asked my friend, what purpose would it serve me to watch all this? And his answer is, well, you'd be aware of it. Well, obviously, I can be aware of a lot of fucking things. I can go see how the sausage is made. It's not going to make the sausage taste better. It's going to make the sausage taste worse. Goddamn hush puppy. Now, this is just fried fuck. It's just fried shit on top of fried shit. It's just like, it's good though. This is like the greatest fucking invention ever. It's fried batter, and if you break it open, it's like, oh, gee, what's inside? More fried batter. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I mean, God in heaven. I wish I could. I wish I could, William. I mean, I'm just dealing with my own shit. I mean, I just shook my fucking water bottle, and my fucking water just fucking floated on my ass. So, I mean, what the fuck? I got my own problems, right? I just only can do so much. I mean, it's at some point, and I get it. We should all be fucking informed. We should all know about the miseries of the world. But at some point, does it fucking matter if I watch? It just seems like voyeurism. It just seems like, oh, I'm going to watch these people suffer and die for my enjoyment. I can go see the goddamn mouse on a tricycle or wherever the fuck Mickey's up to. Balance. But we can't have a society full of selfish assholes like myself. Of being a selfish asshole or just a selfish person. I'm not an asshole. I'm just telling you how it is. We can't all embrace the I'm looking out for myself mentality, but I advocate that people do. You know, especially if you're watching this, you realize self-determination, what makes me happy, doing what for me is going to be good for me. That's the path that I'm taking. And if there's some greater good to come from all of this, it's my books, my films, my art that I give back. I donated today to a young filmmaker, a young woman who's making films. I donated, but that is like a thing where, okay, I can donate a small amount that I can afford, and I can publicize that on the social media, and maybe a few other people will donate. Maybe some of those people will fucking donate and tell people, and I've done something that I know will have a nice ripple effect of goodness for someone that I actually know. Me putting on the goddamn CNN or the Fox or whatever the fuck news and saying, holy shit, these people are dying in Afghanistan and holy fuck, is that really going to fucking do anything for me or for them? No, it's not. It's voyeurism. It's me thinking that me being informed and getting all upset is going to do a goddamn thing of good or bad or whatever the fuck. It's not going to do a goddamn thing. Just telling you the fucking truth. So perhaps I'm segueing into a rant on my news junkie friends. You know, my dad was a news junkie. He loved the goddamn news. But the news didn't do any fucking good. Going out and taking a walk, that does you good. I am only one man. So there you have it, folks. Just having fun. You can put it this way. These poor people in Afghanistan, they had kids. Didn't work out for them, now did it? Because everyone's getting killed. So what the fuck's the point? There is none. That's the harsh, brutal fucking reality of this world we live in. You know, what I said to my pal was, you know, hearing about this horrible Afghanistan story, which I'm not mocking it, I'm just saying my thoughts. William's got a good point. I said, what this anecdote or what this news item, this news cycle makes me feel, okay, is that I'm just happy to be born in America, okay? Just this legit, like, okay, we have our fucking problems. It's not a cupcake and an ocean breeze, a Capri Sun drink all the time over here. I get that. But William H. says people over in the Middle East have been fighting for thousands of years. It makes me just happy that I won the fucking lottery. You know what I mean? Let's be hard fucking core about it. I've had my issues that I've had to overcome. I'm still fighting some things, as we all are. Every day is not a paradise. I mean, there's a thing going on right now. But for me, I have to say the world is fucked. I was born into a fucked up world. And there's nothing that I can do as great as I'd like to think that my thoughts and feelings are. There's nothing substantial that I can fucking do to make everything go away and be all wonderful and great for everybody. So the best I can do is entertain and inform, right? I can inform people on how they can do things, write scripts, be better actors, and so forth. I can entertain. For those that don't have an interest in doing what I do, but are still entertained, that's what I can do. But for me to just sit there and soak in the fucking news That's going to lead to depression, possible suicide, not for me, but for someone else. I mean, there's no point to that. There's no point in being a pop culture sacrifice, okay, or even a world's events sacrifice, a news event sacrifice. So for those of you that are out there having kids in the world, God bless you. Like I said, empathy, sympathy, whatever E you want from me, you got it. You know what I mean? My buddy Adam checking in. About to do a podcast with Disco and Conan. Got any questions you want asked? Um, Ask Disco and Conan if they think that who's the baseball player guy that Vince Russo's working with. Ask them if they think that guy, what's his name, Aubrey Huff. Ask him if Aubrey Huff is going to fund the reboosting of the Realm Network because our buddy Vince Russo was so high on Audrey Huff and his right to speech. Then let's see if Audrey Huff, who's a two-time World Series champion, will he fund the Realm Network's reboot or the brand's reboot, or are the brand members left to their own devices? Because I mean, Vince really put himself out there to champion Audrey Huff. So is Audrey Huff going to champion Vince? Ask him that on him. See what happens. See what Disco and Conan, with my regards, think. So there you have it, folks. I'm, you know what I mean? Yeah, I saw that. And here's the deal. Vince Russo is a great guy. He's been great to me. I think he's taken a turn, which is, here's the thing. If Vince Russo, great guy, wanted to have radical right-wing guys have shows on his Realm Network, that's fine. Balance that with some radical left-wing people. But he didn't balance it. He announced Morley and Audrey Huff at the very same time, which gives the impression that this is not about free speech, it's about far-right speech. If you had balanced Audrey or Sean with, who I suggested, Dane Calloway, look him up. Dane Calloway, I'm just here to make you think, he's a great filmmaker. And I told Vince that in a private message. I said, give Dane Calloway a forum on the Realm Network. I didn't even suggest myself. Other people can do that. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I feel bad for Vince, but I just think that if you had put a couple of left-wing extremists on there, if you put, what do you call it, Antifa spokespeople on there, even BLM, Black Lives Matter, not the expression, but the actual website, if you look into it, a bit more extreme than people might realize. If you had announced that, Vince Russo would have gotten the, hey, you're a left-wing extremist. But if you balanced them, if you had a left-wing extremist and a right-wing extremist announced at the same time, you'd say, holy shit, this thing's popping. This thing's exciting. Holy fuck. Instead, he gave you two right-wing extremists with the promise of more to come, but we never got to that point now, did we? So, lesson learned. Vince is a smart guy. I like Vince. He'll bounce back, but it is a thing where we have a disagreement because, in my opinion, Adam, if you're going to run a podcast network and you're going to hire extremists on either side or any side, in a sense, you are advocating for their point of view. Now, Vince's statement would be he's not advocating their point of view. He's allowing them a forum to express their point of view. My argument, counter that, would be you're magnifying their point of view. So I'm not the God. I'm not the jury, the executioner. I'm just giving my 2 fucking cents. Years ago, I sent Vince a pitch. I think I've sent Vince 2 pitches over the years, and he never got back to me on either one. So although we've had some great podcasts, and I like Vince, I sent him a video. He never commented, so I don't know if he ever watched it or not. So what the fuck could I tell you? You know what I mean? I'm going to do my own goddamn thing. If people want to knock on my door, they're welcome to. Until then, subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. I appreciate everyone being here. William had some good comments. Jamie was here. My good friend Adam was here. We all had some fun. Anyone on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook, you can check in. Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. Long John Silver's, look, not a good idea to eat this every fucking day. It's been at least 10 years, probably 15, since I have ever been to a fucking Long John Silver's. This was fun. It was battery, like as in batter, not like a battery acid, but like batter. Anyway, Mike's Meals, share the vids, have a great day, and tons of videos on my Subscribe to Mike Messier YouTube channel. Something for everybody. Thanks, everyone.